Trent, we was just sitting there. We was just talking about this, Trent, man, and I was thinking about you. I had to fly back home, and I'm thinking to myself, boy, I don't know if they could pay good money. They could pay Trent enough money to ride in the middle seat on a Southwest flight to Kansas City like I took. I just don't even know that you could even negotiate that, Trent.
Man, if we're going to play some ball, it ain't that long of a flight. I'll make it work.
Hey, Trent, I want everybody. I want that flight attendant to say, "All right, we got a full flight coming," and then you come rolling down the middle of that aisle. Nothing but middle seats left.
Hey, Trent's like, I know one thing. I'm more comfortable than these two jokers next to me.
I was just about to say that. I tell you what, I'm gonna have both of them armrests. I'll tell you that.
Armrest, hell, you gonna have your arms in their lap.
Hell, the hell with that, Trent. We got to lift them armrests. I'm telling you. I tell Trent, hey, man, you take this out, man. Good. You need that a little bit longer than I do. All right, man. Man, good to talk to you. And my partner here, and I'm sure he'll get into it, man. Really believes you've really, in a way, saved this offensive line and changed things because the play of the offensive line has really looked different since you have been in that right tackle spot. What are you seeing the changes, and what do you think you've been bringing to the table with this offensive line?
I think it's just throughout my career and the places I've been, I've always tried to keep the same mentality of being mentally and physically tough and trying to and use that against my opponents and use what God's given me and just try to wear them down. And especially when I went to the Patriots, played a lot of meaningful football and late in the year. The more you can run the ball, the more you win. I don't know if people notice that trend, but the teams that run the ball can win football games, especially late in the year. And I think that's the dominance up front is what matters the most, and then allowing guys on the outside, our playmakers, to get the ball and with a lot of space on the field and back there in the back on the back end, and that's the beauty of the run game, having that balanced attack, being able to run the ball and pass the ball. That's the most important thing.
Trent, you mentioned space, and I'm an old quarterback, so I think it's just as important in pass protection. I've seen you collapse a couple of that right side and just give the quarterback just a beautiful, clean right side of the pocket and plenty of space to operate and plenty of vision, and it's just a beautiful thing to watch a quarterback get comfortable back there. But to me, I've covered this team for 7 years, man, and doing day-to-day and post-game, and there's been a lot of coaches talk about physicality, offensive line play, finishing and physicality. And I'm going to be honest with you, I couldn't see that personally. I didn't see that until you got on the field, and it seems like it's almost been contagious. And I don't want you to speak on the other guys, but just your approach to the physicality and the finishing aspect of playing offensive line.
It's really just a mentality. At the end of the day, you got to want to do it, and at the end of the day, I always had a mentality like, I don't want to let my teammates down, and I'm also the guy that I hate to throw the defense fastballs. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to play friendly football and keep our defense fresh and off the field, and so they can go out there and do what they do, and that's play number one defense. You know what I mean? Like I've been able to be a part of some teams that have other teams on the Patriots that were the number one defense, and so I understand how that feels, and I know I've been carried, and I just kind of try to tell the guys and try to in the room, like, man, we got to do our part in the group project. You know what I mean? Like, it's no fun to, you know what I mean? Like, it ain't about getting glory, but it's just you just want to feel like you had a part in success of the team. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is just no fun. Like being carried, I just don't. As a man, that's just life in general. Period. You know what I mean? Like, no handouts. Just want to be a part.
I love going. You want to carry your part of the load. That's for damn sure, and it's good to see that happening. Hey, but I want to get inside the head of Trent Brown, man. I've seen you grab a couple of edge rushers, man, and just on that chest plate or wherever it may be, and you just stop them in their tracks, and it's manhandling folks. Take me inside the mind of Trent Brown when you get your hands on somebody like that, and that happens. How good a feeling is that?
I mean, the most beautiful part about this game is, and the most beautiful part about playing offensive line is moving grown men against their will. Like knowing that he's trying to go somewhere and he can't because I got my hands on him, or he got to go through me and he can't do nothing with me. Like that's just the mentality. My college coach used to have this saying, and he would say, "Mass kicks ass." So I'm using what God gave me to the best of my abilities. That's just simple as that. You know what I mean? I'm my dad's son at the end of the day. So like, I always hear him in my head, like from a young age when we used to be working out and hot summer days, and we used to just like, I always hear his voice in my head, like, you got more, you can't be beat, you unstoppable. You know what I mean? And so it's just like that motivation always in my head, and just like, that's it really. Like I just don't want to be the one to let the team down.
I'm gonna try that with my wife, Trent. Mass moves ass. I'm gonna try that with. Look out, Court. That little mass moves a little ass. Hey, listen. You talked about your time with the Patriots and different teams you've been around. This team started out 0-3 and had some struggles, up and down even after that a bit. What was the moment that changed things, that started this team going on, if you could pick out one, going on this trajectory that they're on right now?
I would think it's just that second Jacksonville game, man. Like, everybody just having that belief and seeing that, even to come back and score 30 straight points or whatever, and win in the fourth quarter. That second half push offensively, like that's the kind of like joy and happiness that you can have, and that's kind of been contagious, really. The stadium has been rocking. The stadium wasn't like that all year up until that point, and that was a piece together offensive line. But I just think the belief. I have a super belief in this system, this offense. I won in it. I know how it works. I know what it looks like. I know what it does to teams, and it's built to do what we've been doing. Let's run the ball, play balanced football and friendly football, like I was saying earlier, and allow our defense to go out there and do what they do best. Allow our playmakers to get in space and make plays.
All right, Trent, man, we appreciate you. I know you got a busy schedule ahead of you, and we could stop by and have you on anytime, man. Really appreciate you, and good luck this weekend in Kansas City.
Thank you.